James Hook's Ospreys return ended in defeat as 3 tries spurred Leicester Tigers to victory at the Brewery Field. Poor weather dished up by the miserable excuse for a summer meant it was hard for either side to play open rugby, but both teams were willing to have a go, even if there were understandable mistakes aplenty. Hook came onto the pitch in the 49th minute and contributed some nice touches from fullback, but the Tigers were clinical and took their chances. The Ospreys were guilty of over-elaborating in conditions that demanded a strong kicking game and an emphasis on winning the territorial battle. For the hosts, Jay Baker and Dan Baker crossed, with Luke Price converting both tries. Jay Baker scores against Leicester in pre-season image Hugh Evans picture agency, but Jonah Holmes, Harry Thacker and Jake Kerr touchdown for Leicester. With Joe Ford adding the extras on each occasion, the Tigers were able to take the spoils. Ollie Cracknell, Dan Evans, Joe Thomas and Dan Baker caught the eye for the Ospreys, with Cracknell putting in a number of powerful tackles. August friendlies are notoriously poor guides to how teams will fare over the next 9 months. 2 years ago, the Ospreys caned Saracens 3,310 in London only to finish 8th in the PRO 12 and fail to make the Champions Cup quarter-finals. By contrast, Sarries went on to do the double, winning the Aviva Premiership and the Champions Cup. Nonetheless, coaches looked to them for signs of encouragement. Leicester started at a fair old lick, steaming into rucks and moles and winning quick ball for the backs to challenge the home defence. Their reward came within 4 minutes when sharp passing down the left wing stretched the Ospreys' cover for Holmes to cut through Owen Watkins' attempted tackle and touchdown. It was sharp, slick and more than a bit ominous for the hosts. The second try was not long in coming, a forward effort this time, but executed with equal efficiency. Tom Croft leapt high to take a line out 5 meters out, the visiting pack rumbled forward and Thacker claimed the try. But the Ospreys regrouped impressively, inspired by Cracknell, Baker and Evans. Baker knocked back Harry Wells with a powerful charge, then Cracknell hit the lock with an immense tackle. Ollie Cracknell on the charge against Leicester image Hugh Evans picture agency on 33 minutes Jay Baker crossed after excellent work from Watkin and Evans, who sent out the scoring pass. The Ospreys' other Baker, Dan, then got in on the scoring act by charging across from a short-range scrum. With Luke Price converting both tries, the Ospreys went into the break on equal terms. Hook came on early in the second half, making his presence immediately felt with a beautiful touch finder and a brave take of a high ball. But he couldn't stop Leicester regaining the lead. The score came after Ospreys replacement prop Rowan Jenkins found himself yellow-carded for pulling down a maul. James Hook making his Ospreys return image Hugh Evans picture agency Corey Allen made his debut for the Ospreys against Leicester image Hugh Evans picture agency A forward rumble then ended with replacement hooker Jake Kerr claiming his side's third touchdown, with Joe Ford converting to make it 2,114 to the visitors. There was to be no way back for the hosts. Ospreys starting 15 Dan Evans, Tom Williams, Joe Thomas, Owen Watkin, Jay Baker, Luke Price, Tom Haberfield, captained Paul James, Scott Otten, Maafu Fia, Lloyd Ashley, Bradley Davies, James Ratty, Dan Baker, Ollie Cracknell. Tries Jay Baker, D Baker conversions L Price 2. Yellow card Rowan Jenkins Leicester tries J Holmes, H Thacker, J Kerr conversions J Ford 3 starting 15 George Worth Nick Malouf, Matt Smith, Charlie Thacker, Jonah Holmes, Joe Ford, Ben White Kyle Trainer, Harry Thacker, Ben Betts, Joe Maximif, Harry Wells, Tom Croft, Will Evans, Fred Tuilagi. Referee Ben Whitehouse WRU. Attendance 3,478.